Hello everyone. Since I just did the first one, I figured why the hell not, let's do the second one immediately afterwards. Welcome to DuckTales 2, and we actually have an intro cutscene right off the bat that explains our basic plot. Apparently Huey there, I think that's Huey, look it up between this part and next part, found a treasure map piece in the basement, and now we need to go find the other pieces that were torn up and find them all over the world. Yay, plot. Time for the DuckTales theme, which, well, silence is needed for that, obviously. Oddly enough, even though that's actually closer to the normal composition, I actually prefer the version from DuckTales 1. Anyway, like the last time I'm playing on normal mode because there's nothing really different between that and difficult, aside from the fact that invincibilities are nowhere near as common and such. And we actually have all sorts of stages, and of course, as we all know, Scotland is right above Egypt, or just north of Egypt, rather. Anyway, our first stage that we're going to is Niagara Falls. I'm going in a stage order that pretty much gets me all the upgrades and such as quickly as possible, so they're more at their most useful. And they actually reference Flintheart there. Anyway, DuckTales 2, as I mentioned back in DuckTales 1, changes a bit of a thing around controls-wise. First off, you can grab onto hooks now. And for another, I actually think I misspoke when I was doing DuckTales 1. They changed the pogo control. Instead of having to hold down and B to get it out, you just have to hold B while jumping. Which works, but at the same time, kind of bugs out at times, because stuff like that will happen where you're pogoing, but you will just land normally. He can also grab onto little boxes and such and drag them along. Which is actually part of some puzzle stuff later on, because this game actually does have puzzles. And he's telling us that Gyro put some wraps around in certain areas so that we can get around more easily. And of course, there is something always behind the waterfall. And the next one as well, apparently. Of course, it's just an extra life, but, it's good enough. Money, while important in this game, is nowhere near as important as DuckTales 1. Because to get the best ending in the game, you don't need a certain amount of money. Throughout each of the levels, there is a treasure map piece that you need, that you often, well, it's more often than not hidden, and you need to find it somewhere in there. The only ending that has anything to do with money is the bad ending, which you need all, you need no money, you have to have zero money, or $0 rather, by the end of the game. Though if you, beat the final boss with all 5 treasure map pieces, you're good. Well, technically 6, but either way, here's the first treasure map piece, actually. That one took me a while to find. And we're screwed. Hey, random game man dude. Actually, was this guy in the series? I don't remember. I think he was. I can't remember, actually. I watched some episodes between this and the DuckTales 1 Let's Play because I recorded the finale of that just about 2 hours ago, but still. Needless to say, though, you do still want to explore and get money because there's actually a shop in this game you get to visit after every level. And you're going to want to buy certain things from there, so make sure you can do that. And Gyro got trapped down there. Great. By the way, I forgot to mention it last time in DuckTales 1, but Gyro is essentially the Lucius Fox in DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. He makes all the tech stuff. And there he is. Looks a bit different than back in DuckTales 1, but then again, this game just improves a bunch on it, adapts graphically much better. That was a failed grammar, but I don't care. Anyway, we just got the iron pogo. Now our pogo can actually break certain blocks it couldn't before, namely stone ones. Like there'll be some at the end of this hallway, actually. Okay, I just remembered, actually. I just remembered which brother is which when it comes to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Huey is red, Dewey's blue, Louie's green. Can't believe it took me this long to remember. Huh. Pretty much all the abilities you had in DuckTales 1 are still there as well, by the way. Although, you saw me doing it when I was getting the treasure map piece, but one thing I didn't go over in DuckTales 1 is that when you're doing the little golf swing that, Scrooge has, you can actually jump while doing that, and you're gonna want to do that quite a few times in this game, because it's how you get certain treasures. The values have been actually changed around somewhat. Small gems are now worth 1,000. I think, big gems are worth, 10,000? Yeah, they're still worth 10,000. But I think the red gems have been changed to a different amount. I forget, though. You'd think I'd remember because I just recorded this, but nope. I have the attention span of a walrus. Well, sometimes. Other times, I am as intent as a Rottweiler in the middle of a hot dog contest. Whoa, hello. That guy can blindside you very easily. Hey, Dewey! And apparently, they're actually explaining the boss. All the bosses in this game, I believe, still all have 5 hit points, so make sure you take advantage of that, or remember that more accurately. By the way, you probably noticed it by this point, the way the rafts work is that you knock them into the water, and then you hit the wall that's nearest you, and then you get moving. Thank you for not moving automatically, like some games do, because of it's very annoying. Mario Sunshine, I'm looking at you. I think it was Mario Sunshine, wasn't it? I forget. Anyway, first boss is, and I'm not joking about this thing's name, Firequacker. I love that. They're actually doing quack puns. Yes! Where were those in DuckTales 1? Anyway, Firequacker's very simple. He flies in a W formation, and after 1 or 2 goes at it, he'll throw a fireball at you after moving diagonally to the other corner of the screen. He's actually rather tough if you're not used to the W formation, but otherwise, he's pretty easy. And every boss still gives you 1,000,000 once you beat it. Or more accurately, get the treasure that is the main thing of the area. Anyway, we actually got a store, as I mentioned. Cake is a full health restore, good mojo dolls an extra life, saves all your money from the level that you go into next if you die. Continue Globe gives you a continue if you lose all your lives, and special energies are like the health increases in the last game. Sorry for talking really fast there. Anyway, next up we're heading to Bermuda. Oh, great. Of course, as we all know, the Bermuda Triangle is directly south of Niagara Falls. Well, actually, it is south of Niagara Falls, just more of a southeast, I think, of it. By the way, I love the song here. Hi, Louie. And apparently you can't get by the mast. Ah, well. Convenient lightning! Where did that come from? Did Thor just decide to lend a hand? Well, actually, Disney does own Marvel now. Oh, God. That's actually an interesting little plot point there. Marvel is owned by Disney now, so maybe that is Thor. How you doing up there, buddy? You find Loki yet? Anyway, Bermuda is obviously pirate-themed, and it's actually a rather tough level. In fact, DuckTales 2 is the overall more difficult game between the two. They may actually give you continues, but that's just them giving you mercy at times. Of course, gems do still spawn out of absolutely nowhere. Enemies in this game, at least the ones so far, there's nothing really to talk about, because they've all been pretty easy. The most annoying ones are the vultures, which look like one of the ones from Jungle Book, actually. But that's just because flying enemies over bottomless pits are just never fun. Unless you are the flying enemy, in which case it's always fun. So yeah, we got that upgrade back in the last level, and now we can break stone blocks like that. I did it in the exact same room we got it, but I just forgot to comment over it. Screw that particular rat, by the way, because he killed me off screen. Oh, and that's another annoying thing. Oh, first off, one up here. If you die, you lose all the money you have. Well, more accurately, you lose all the money in the top left. The top right's your total, and you'll still have that. Launchpad McQuack does return in every level, and he will give you rides back. However, I think in this game you can actually revisit levels as many times as you want and get all the money you want. Because the money isn't tied to the endings, the bad ending aside. I hate this section, by the way, though thankfully it looks like the vultures dropped little seashells a bit in front of you. Not enough to really matter at some points, though. All the barrels in this place you can hit with your can, you can get something out of them. They can either be a gem, a ice cream cone, or a rat. So yeah, we got a treasure there. Hey, look, more treasure. But wait, there's more! A treasure map piece. All this and more for $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Yeah, I just paid for it there. I love it when games do that. I mentioned it back in DuckTales 1. I love it when games put a secret behind another secret. Unless it's that one secret in, what level was that in Donkey Kong Country 1, where there was an actual bonus level within a bonus level. Ugh. It's reasons like that that make me not like the Donkey Kong Country games much. There's that and the fact that even though I grew up with them, I just didn't really find them that fun. To each their own, though. Some people love them. I don't know why I was focused on these barrels so much. Actually, thinking about Donkey Kong Country, wasn't there also a DK coin in one of the bonus levels in Donkey Kong Country 2? I can't remember if that's actually a thing, but if it was, that's not nice. And there's Gyro. Gyro is in 3 levels. Or is he in all of them? I forget. But he does give you an upgrade every time you find him. And this time... By the way, well, first off, he gives us the hammer adapter. Now we can do the exact same thing we were doing with the Pogo with break... Let me rephrase that. We can now break stone blocks with our golf swing as well as our Pogo. Also, for some reason, everyone, and I mean everyone in the game that is a friend of Scrooge's, be it Launchpad, Gyro, or obviously the triplets, calls him Uncle Scrooge, when Gyro and Launchpad at least never called him that in the show. Although, honestly, I'd love a little nod if Launchpad called you DW, just as a reference to Darkwing Duck. I should do that game at some point, too. That is a great one. Anyway, don't open this chest yet. Instead, move it all the way to the left. By the way, I was looking at my notes for a second there. That's why I was pausing. And get this extra life. And make sure that the 50,000 does not disappear. Was it 50,000? I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, time for the boss of this area, which is probably the easiest boss in the game. This random pirate man. I don't know what this guy's name is or if he even has one, but he doesn't... All he tries to do is run into you. He jumps around on the hooks, and that's about it. Yeah. 5 hits to go down as usual, and I don't even think he has a projectile attack. He is pathetic. And we just got another million. By the way, the world map music reminds me of Star Tropics for some reason. What the... Hey, look, a treasure map piece for $1 million. Booyah. Huey! You're on my team, dude! Why are you not just giving me the treasure map for free? We're in this together, man! Game logic. But with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play DuckTales, we're heading over to Move, so we can fight some EM Wave go treasure hunting. Sorry, had some Star Force 2 flashbacks there. Ugh. See you guys then.